What's up, friends? Welcome to another week of What's Up Newark. For this stream, we're just going to recap the latest happenings in our lovely city of Newark, New Jersey. Let's see. I need to check and see if I'm live first. I do this every week. I don't have a team. I'm sorry. I don't have a team, y'all. One day I'm going to get to a point where I have a team. I have a whole production crew that's let me know when I'm live, when I'm not live. But until then, I have to rely on you, lovely people. Excuse me. But I got some things to chat about today. Let's see. I'm live on Facebook. I need to check and see if I'm live on YouTube. Need to see if I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. All right, so first I want to start with these bags. These bags have arrived. Yeah, I know this just was a concept a few months ago where I decided to get into the goods and services space. So this just was a concept a few months ago after the election. But this is the first product. Is these bags? I'm not gonna lie. I think they're okay for the first version, but I definitely want to keep improving and make a better second version. So if you are able to come to our event on the 29th, we're giving away these bags for free. Or if not, you can also pay $10 for them. But um, they're cool. Like they're cool. Like I used them. Like they're pretty functional. It's just now I have better. I have like some. I don't know. Like I just have more context. So when we do the second version of the bag, it's going to be way better. So if you want a bag, please pull up. Please pull up August 29th. Come to the event. RSVP. The link is in my bio. That should be a fun time. But what I want to talk about today, I just want to go through the weekly news. The weekly news. Let me stretch this out. I'll put this up a little bit. All right. Let me make myself bigger. Okay. All right. So let's go through this stuff. I have a bunch of items in my browser I want to chat about. I'm not going to be able to see the chat, but maybe I can go back and forth. But let's start here. This is from patch.com. It says, this New Jersey City drop in homicide is leading the nation, new data shows. Homicides also decreased in other major U.S. cities, including Raleigh, Baltimore, Arlington, Boston, Miami, and Washington, D.C. New Jersey's largest city has also seen the largest nationwide drop in homicide so far this year, report says. So this was done by the MCCA. I never heard of them. The Major Cities Chief Association, a national organization of police executives, recently released its mid-year violent crime survey for 66 large cities in the United States. See, so they only did 66 cities. They only did 66 cities, but this headline says is leading the nation. That's why you got to watch these headlines. Like you really have to watch these headlines because this headline would think we're leading everyone in the nation, but the truth is they only took 66 cities in United States and Canada. I got to look more into that. Basically, it just says Newark recorded largest decline in homicides, which dropped 65% in the first half of 2026 compared to the same period in 2025. Last year, the city saw 17 homicides by this time. This year, the number stands at six. So last year, from I guess January to now, there were 17 homicides, and this year it's six. The issue I have with this is that we don't have a transparent way to document these crimes. Because during the campaign, I heard from residents that there are so many crimes that just don't go reported. I would love to chat with someone and see, probably someone for the police, and see how these crimes are being reported. But I heard that they don't report these crimes. So last year was 17, this year six. And other mid-year statistics for North include robbery. So the robberies are apparently down from 146 last year at this time to 96. Aggravated assault 506 to 458. Rape 65 to 64. I wonder, like, we never talk about domestic violence. The domestic violence stats. We never talk about the domestic violence stats in the city. If we report those, oh my god, I think it's gonna be bad. And you know what's funny? Trump is taking credit for this decline. That's what's crazy, because if you take Trump and then you take our local government and you asking them to give us data, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Oh man. This is from the White House. In case you missed it, violent crime keeps falling in the biggest US cities. A new mid-year crime report delivers the crime proof Donald Trump. Look, we at the top. Areas with the largest drops in homicides from H1 2025 to 2026. Newark, Raleigh, Baltimore, Arlington, Aurora, or, Aurora. It's certain words I can't say. Aurora, my speech impediment. Aurora, Suffolk County, Boston. I mean, hey, all right, go Newark, I guess. But I still would love to see how, like, what's the procedure for reporting these crimes? Because I always hear that the crimes are not reported accurately. So that's that. Let me see. What else? Let's see. Did y'all hear about this? There was another police chase. I know there was the incident in Bloomfield Avenue where the young teenage girl passed away, unfortunately. But apparently there was another chase. But they saying that the other one wasn't a chase, and the attorney general is still doing. She's doing some investigations. I don't know. I I read something this morning about how they're still doing a private investigation to see what happens. But from the video, it did look like that unmarked car. I don't know if y'all saw the video, but it did look like the unmarked car just did a U-turn and was following that driver that was speeding. And apparently he turned himself in. So we're still waiting for an update on that. But the community wasn't happy with the mayor because the community reported information from social media and from information they got from the family, but the mayor came out and said that that information wasn't true. And just a few days later, this incident happened.
Well, this morning, a man from Orange is accused of ramming an unmarked police car and then leading police on a chase. Wolchny Gardier is being held in the Essex County Jail. State police pulled a 26-year-old over Monday night on West Market Street in Newark. That's when they say he put his car in reverse, hitting a police car before driving away. Police say he then crashed into several cars before running off. He was arrested moments later.
So there was in Newark, we have a law that says that we can't pursue stolen vehicles, right? And I understand, I truly understand why that law exists, because having someone drive 70 miles per hour through these streets, like you definitely put residents in harm. But there are alternatives, and the alternative that I have been looking up was using drones. In San Francisco, they use drones to combat this. And that's what I'm saying. We just so outdated. Like, why can't we just do research on what other municipalities are doing? Like here in San Francisco, they created a general order, emergency response and pursuit driving. The purpose of this order is to establish policies and procedures for the operation of police vehicles in both emergency response and pursuit driving situations. Only sworn officers may engage in response and pursuit driving. For purposes of this order, the term members means all ranks sworn. Yeah, like I looked through this, but I also found this. This was interesting.
Reporting on the use of drones in war. Well, we turn now to the growing deployment of them in crime fighting. An estimated 1,700 police departments nationwide use drones for tasks including search and rescue, traffic control, and crime scene investigations. Police in San Francisco say drones are helping them to crack down on auto thefts. Jolie Kent checked out the Bay Area's new eyes in the sky.
With a drone flying over 200 feet in the air, San Francisco Police Chief Bill Scott and his team are tracking this stolen white truck reported missing a few hours earlier.
How long would it have taken to get officers tracking that car?
So without the alert system, we may not have even known this car was in our city.
It's an alert system the city is piloting that begins with a web of automatic license plate readers and cameras positioned at intersections around San Francisco.
Wait, so I know many people do not like all these cameras in our city because the surveillance state, and I get it, but at the same time, we have to think about alternatives to solve some of this crime. And I support the drones. I support the cameras, especially in these areas where crime is happening a lot, or pretty often. So that's pretty controversial, but I also feel like we got to get with the times. We have to get with the times, because I feel like our police force are just not updated. We just aren't trying new innovative ways to solve some of our issues. But look what they're doing in San Francisco.
I'm gonna follow this all the way down to the park.
As the stolen truck drove by one of them, an alert popped up on screens here in the real-time investigation center.
You've gone from this giant helipad to this.
Yeah, I mean,
drone
evolution.
And this
evolution.
When the police department received that alert, a drone was immediately dispatched from their roof to follow the truck, transmitting high-definition video without the suspect's knowledge, so officers apprehending him could make a plan.
When we are able to effectively arrest the people that are causing this type of crime, this type of harm, it goes a long way.
In this case, the thief surrendered, was arrested, and the truck was returned to its owner. And despite a shortage of 500 officers, Chief Scott says thanks to this new technology, they're seeing results. Auto theft declined 41% in San Francisco in the last year. And for car break-ins, the drop was even more.
We went from almost 20,000 to under 10,000.
However, crime is down across the board in major cities. So do you really think it's the drones doing the work, or is this just a national trend where crime is coming down?
Well, it's down more here. Our crime rates have fallen more significantly. And I think some of that is attributable to both the people doing work, but the tools that are in their hands have made us better.
Really fascinating report.
William, maybe, because at the end of the day, we just want to catch these criminals. Like, that's the goal. Like, number one, you want to catch the criminals, but then you want to let the potential criminals or people who are thinking about doing crime, you want them to think twice. So whether it's drones or whether it's cameras where we can catch these people in action, I support it. I'm a little radical in the sense where I'm willing, and again, it's just an idea, William. I just throw ideas out there. Don't I'm willing to go back and forth, but I feel like we should use shame. I feel like we should really use shame in this city. Just to start to put people in spotlight, to let people know what type of behavior we don't want in the city. So even if it's like an Instagram and we just displaying all the criminals and we just showing who they are in the city, I feel like that would make people second guess before they commit a crime in the city. It's the same way how you go into certain stores and they put pictures of the people who stole from that store. It's similar to that. It's just using shame to put these people to just put a spotlight on them. So again, my background isn't in law enforcement. I can only do my research on what other municipalities are doing and just bring these ideas to the table and have larger conversations with people who are smarter than me in these topics. That's why I do research on what people are doing in other municipalities. So yeah, I feel like if we can't pursue the stolen cars, we have to look at alternative technology to help us solve some of this. And the drones and add more cameras, I feel like I support that. And I'm willing to have conversations with whoever who don't believe in that. But let's talk about the next thing. Newark City Council approves tax break for new apartment building next to Westside High School. So this building got a 20-year tax abatement. It got a 20-year tax abatement. The Newark City Council recently voted to approve a 20-year tax abatement for a property already under construction near Westside High School in the city's West Ward. So this article didn't show the pilot agreement, and basically the pilot agreement is just payment in lieu of taxes. So normally what usually happens is, let's just say the city will look at this property and they will assess the property. So let's say if they say the property is assessed at $10 million, then normally the property owner will have to pay taxes on that $10 million. So what these tax abatements do is they allow you work out some agreement with the city, and instead of paying the property tax on that $10 million, you have to pay alternative fee. In this case, I looked it up. The city is getting 10% of the gross revenue. So let's just say this landlord collects $1 million every year from all the residents inside. The city will get 10% of that, which is $100,000. And again, I don't know what the gross is for this property, but that's essentially how it works. People think that these tax abatements, the people think that the property owners don't pay anything, but usually is they are paying what they negotiated with the city. The citizens have to help too. That's why community block watch group are formed. Are they helping? I get you, but again, are they helping? So, William, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Like, people do have to do their part, but if they're not going to do their part, you're saying that we shouldn't use technology to pick up the slack where our residents are lacking. It's like I'm someone that could look at a problem and say, here are all the issues why things aren't working effectively. And it's like, what can we do to step up when people are slacking? And a lot of it is going to come down to education. So we want people to do more in our city, but they need to be educated to do more first. And I just don't think that that's happening. Most, like, again, if you watch the first interview I did with Terrence, he said it. Sharp James looked at Newark residents as just being slow. And again, I'm paraphrasing, but that's probably a reality in our city where most residents are just delayed. So what are we going to do? Are we going to keep complaining about them being delayed, or are we going to do other things to pick up their slack? But we also have to invest in education, knowing that they're delayed. And again, Sharp James said this. Don't come at me for calling Newark residents delayed. Sharp James was the mayor for decades, and this was his observation. But back to this, another building with another tax abatement, and again, I do want to repeat, these many times these tax abatements does not mean that the property owner is not paying taxes. It's just they are replacing traditional property taxes with a payment that they agreed to make with our city council. So let's look more into this property. 448 South Orange Avenue. Okay. 5 stories, 34 apartments, retail space, and 15 parking spaces. Here's what I want to look at. So it also stipulates that 7 apartments will be set aside for affordable housing at 40%, 60%, and 80% of the area median income (AMI), which is $137,000 and $800,000 for a family of 4. An archive from the Google Map shows construction of the building began sometime in September 24th. The shell of the building was completed by September, and the building appears to have been tapped. All right, so I'm going to have a conversation this Tuesday with Felicia Austin, and we're going to break this down. We're going to break down the AMI. So right now, only 7 of these 34 units will be considered affordable. And so that means that 2 will probably be affordable at 40%, 60%, and 80% of the area median income. And so let me explain what this means, right? So 40% means that, so 40% means you only need 40% of the $137,000. So it's sort of like a discount. And that's what they're considered affordable. And here you need 80% of the $137,000. And the conversation I'm going to have with Felicia, for years, she have been going to the city council meetings and trying to get the city council members and the administration to think about the AMI that's considered for here in our city of $137,000, because most Newark residents don't make that money. But now you see Mayor Baraka, he came out and said he's trying to work on a Newark AMI that's separate from this AMI, because what they do here is they take a few cities in Essex County and they lump them together to come up with this number. So I think it's like Shore Hills is in there, and there's like other Essex County cities that are included to come up with our area median income. But the issue is most residents in our city do not make this much money. So for years, they've been touting affordable, saying that we're building affordable housing in our city. But in reality, this was affordable based on the region and not Newark only. So I thought this was interesting to talk about. Another building is coming up. So they talk about it here. Newark residents who submitted public comments about the legislations were unilaterally opposed to the adoption of the ordinance. In general, individuals who submitted testimony complained about the level of affordability. Yep, the median household in Newark was $52,000 in 2024, according to the U.S. Census. Yep, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to Felicia about this. William says community benefits are key. Also, pilots are a key. Question is, if the city council in any city don't approve it, will they not renew their lease and the tenant's rent goes up? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, William. I'm with you. The community benefits are a key, but many times, like, we learned that they're not enforcing these community benefits. So the things that's negotiated, the things that we negotiate with some of these developers, they're not delivering. And there's no enforcers really in the city that's going to make sure that these developers do what they say they're going to do. Hello, Law. By region, but every municipality should have an idea of the average median income. So those 7 units are only available for HH sizes of 4. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. I think let me check. That's a good question. I think it was just 2 bedrooms, to be honest. 34 apartments. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Before casting a vote. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I can look into this. But this just was approved at the last council meeting, and I thought this was something that we can chat about. But yeah, I'm gonna look into that law to see exactly what the details of this are. Of this is. What's next? Have you heard about this? We have a Newark Charter School. They're building a new $51 million facility to join the weave of South Ward development. So there's new development coming to the South Ward, and it's a charter school. Brick Gateway Academy. Have you heard of this charter school? A Newark charter school plan to transform the South Ward Clinton Hill corridor are moving forward. The Brick Network new K-8 building for the Gateway Academy was approved by Newark Central's Planning Board in May. In addition, the network's wellness center is set to open. Okay, so it's going to be a wellness center in there as well that will offer parental care, among other services. Brick is also planning on building 70 units of affordable housing for residents. So, all right. So I pulled this website up for Brick, and here's their website. It says, our story at Brick, we help children and families achieve their dreams by providing support from early childhood to career readiness. We focus on 3 key areas: holistic support, excellent schools, and college and career services to nurture personal and collective prosperity. But what does this have to do with affordable housing? And why is a charter school built? I get it. Anyone can build affordable housing, but I don't trust many of these charter schools. I don't know. I never heard of Brick until I seen this article. Yeah, I looked through their website though. It said they started in 2010. Dominique Lee, she's from Teachers from America. 2010 and 2014, they launched the South Ward Children's Alliance. So they've been in the city. They've been in the city for a while. 2016. Yeah, they've been in the city for a while. They got a grant. Southward Children's Alliance awarded a $30 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education. Listen, when I get in office, we making all these people like show us how they spending this money. Because I don't trust many of these charter schools. Because how the heck they're going to build affordable housing for residents? I guess. The charter network says 51 million projects to replace the old military. I guess. Let me see. Parental care. Yeah, you know about them, Vito? Nah, I never heard of them. But yeah, so we got a new $51 million project coming to the South Ward. So that's cool. Another thing I saw from them is that they expanded to Buffalo. So they doing brick Buffalo. So this started in Newark, and now they're opening up a chapter in Buffalo. Yo, these charter schools are making money, man. I guess. But yeah, coming to the South Ward. What else? What's next? Oh yeah, okay. PSEG. They're leaving that building downtown. Apparently they were here since the 70s. But they said that I did read this article. They said they're not leaving Newark, but they are leaving that building downtown. And what it sounds like for me is that it sounds like they're downsizing. They're going to fire a bunch of people and just have a smaller office. Probably implement a bunch of AI. But they're leaving that downtown. They're leaving that downtown office. They said they've been there since the 70s. Yep. They've been there since the 70s. Yeah, it sounds like they're gonna downsize. What was the quote I saw? They said they're staying in Newark though. This isn't about COVID. It's from the lens of customer service and affordability. I wonder how many Newark residents are working there or in this office specifically. But thought that was interesting. Okay, let's go through some events. Didn't Mars building leave too? Yeah, they were there since the 70s. There's barely people working in there. Really, Vito? Mars wait, did Mars leave Newark? Wait, didn't they just arrive? Hold on. Let me look that up really fast. Whoa. Let me look that up. Did Mars leave? Hold on one second. I gotta do this. What the? I'm back. Wait, did Mars leave? Hold on, let me check. Did Mars leave Newark? Oh, yeah, they did. Dang. And they was the flagship company in the Ironside. That's crazy. Yep, Mars left. So, just real quick, I'm just gonna run down some events before I get off the live stream, there's a book bag giveaway tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Newark One Stop Career Center on McCarter Highway. It says 700 free book bags, Newark residents only, first come, first serve. Children receiving a book bag must be present at the pickup. And look at this guy. Shout out to Roz, man. Yo, Roz put his face on every single thing. And it's like, brother, this is city funds, or this is fun. Like, these are not your funds. Like, his face is everywhere. Raz J. Baraka. What else? What else? Oh, yeah, this is interesting. They are following through with the cell phone ban. What do y'all think about that? They're not going to allow the students to wish we can get some of that money. I know, Vito. I know. But what do y'all think about this? Newark piloted the state cell phone ban with positive results. Here are the lingering concerns. So this fall, they are restricting students from using their cell phones in class. Newark Public Schools will join districts across New Jersey this fall and banning students from using cell phones in class. The move follows a new state law requiring all schools to develop a bell-to-bell ban on using phones for K to 12 students, although there are certain exceptions related to help, translation services, and other issues. I mean, anything to keep our children focused, right? And off their phones, I guess. But then people say that people mention the idea of safety and being able to contact their children while they're in school. I'm going to sound like the old head here. I was born in 1988, but we didn't have cell phones. So it's just like, I understand I sound like the old head when I say that, but what y'all think about that? We did just fine, right? Yep. Vito said, I went to Central High School. They took our phones at the door. Yup. Yup. We didn't have cell phones when I was in school. Yeah, that's what I just said. We did just fine. But it's a new, I don't know, like it's a new day though. It's like now it's like you can get information on your cell phone. So I don't know that's a wobbler there. Facts, bro. It's different now. Yep. It's different. I don't know how I feel about that. But at the same time, we got to be real. Our kids are not capable of doing much of this work, apparently. Like, did y'all see that video of that teacher crying because his high schoolers couldn't read? So I feel like those phones is making us fail too. Yep. Those phones are definitely a distraction. Use the library. Yeah. I'm with it. So, but this is being banned. The phones are being banned. What's next? Beanie Man is coming to the Prudential Center. Beanie Man and Burris Hammond. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who Burris Hammond is, but he's coming to the Prudential Center. Beanie Man's coming to the Prudential Center. Let's look at these tickets. Let's look at these tickets. Let's see how much they cost. $125. The cheapest one is $95. Nah. But Beanie Man's coming to the Prudential Center, y'all. Oh, he's Soko? Soka. Soka. Are they legends? My bad, La. My bad. Man, wait, La also said that's because they have a crazy system. You just had to guess on Monday. Yep. That's true. That's true. Count me out. Yeah, $125, Beanie Man. What else? What else we got going on in the city? There is an exhibit. It's taking place at Equal Space downtown here on Broad Street. Black Revolutionary Women, 250 years of a colony within a colony. Um, yep, time 10 or 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. is free. October. Oh, so it's okay. So this is gonna be here. This is an exhibit. I'll probably go check that out. To see what they talking about. That should be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. It's 11 to 6, but is it every day? Recurrent every weekday. Oh, so this is every day. Oh, I'm gonna go check that out. Girl, them sugar. Oh, that's his song, Girl, them sugar. Girl, them sugar. I know that song. Yeah, it's free. It's free, La. Yeah, it's free. I'll probably go check that out. Let's see what's next. International Food and Music Festival. That's also free. This is going to be at Ivy Hill Park on Saturday from 1 to 8. This Saturday 1 to 8 they're having an International Food and Music Festival. The Ivy Hill Neighborhood Association. Yo, Ivy Hill is nice. I'm not going to lie. I like it up there. They got that park. That park is nice. They have a few restaurants you can walk. And it's like on the border of is that Bloomfield? Yeah, I think it's Bloomfield. It's nice up there. What else? Okay, here's another event tomorrow, August 21st, Jazz and Jokes. This is going to be at Military Park from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, August 21st, Military Park. Get ready for an unforgettable evening of smooth jazz and side-splitting laughter at Jazz and Jokes in the Park, hosted by legendary Bob Sumner, co-creator of Def Comedy Jam and champion of some of comedy's biggest stars. I think I heard of that. Man name before, Bob Sumner. Oh, he created this with Russell Simmons. Settle in under the stars. Looks like a cool event. It's free. Come for the music, stay for the laughs. Jags and Jokes is where soul meets comedy in the heart of the community. Vito said, we need you. I'm putting this on the screen. We need you a part of something. You're very mindful, bro. I respect you and a stand-up guy. We need you in, bro. Yeah, man, we gonna do it. We gonna get it done. We gonna do it. We gonna get it done. But this is my way of staying present. So 2 times a week, I'm just going to do a live. I'm going to do a live stream. The first on Tuesdays, I'm going to do the interview series where I'm interviewing people who have information that can help Newark residents. And then Thursdays, I'm just going to come and just recap the week, share events or share things that's going on in the city. I can't say that word. Cyclosporiasis. What is that, La? Y'all know what this is? Is it still going around? Is that stuff that was on the lettuce? That's what it sounds like. It's probably not, but what else? What else we got going on? Adult rowing classes. I saw this. I thought this was pretty cool. I would go to this, but I'm going to share y'all. I'm going to share a secret with y'all. I can't swim. Well, I can't swim for more than 10 seconds. And I can't even think about swimming in that polluted water, but this seems fun. Adult rowing classes with Brick City Rowing Club from 12 to 4. I think I want to go to this, y'all. Adult rowing classes. But I actually don't think you can go if you can't swim. But if y'all want to go, it's on the Newark City Parks website. Yeah, I think I tried to go to one of these before, and they said, "Nah, you can't go if you can't swim." So if y'all can swim and y'all trying to get some exercise in, definitely hit up the rowing classes. Rowing is a good workout. Yep, yep. You said not at all. Yeah, yeah. Rowing is a good workout. You get your arms going. Let's see what else. Another event, 2 to 5 tomorrow. Dancing at the Riverfront Park. It's free. It's free. Hosted by Maurice Chestnut. I looked this dude up, and this is the dude right here that's hosting it. So, and I guess they did it last year as well. Look, man, these like there's some cool things happening in Newark. They're just not organized. People don't know where to go to find them. But yeah, that's that, and I think that's it. I think that's all I have for y'all. But I also want to share one more time. Also want to share. Let me go solo screen. Listen, these bags have arrived. It's the first iteration. It's the first iteration of the reusable bag. I'm going to keep iterating. But if you come to our event on August 29th, you get the bag for free. We going to give the bags out for free, or you can pay $10, whatever. But you can come and get it for free. But yeah, I'm going to give feedback, and the next iteration will probably be better. There's some things I don't like about it. Like it's like this fabric right here is quality, but the bag, I feel like I feel like the bag should match this quality. And again, I didn't know about it when I was designing these things, but it's a start. It's a start, y'all. And I'm gonna just keep trying, getting better, getting feedback from y'all. With the jobs that Oh, that's true. That's probably what I could highlight every week too, right? As well, I could find some job opportunities in the city, some good job opportunities. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And again, yeah, I'm just I'm going with the flow here. So if y'all have something that y'all want me to highlight or something y'all want me to research, definitely hit me up, send it to my DM and let me know. And I'm going to try to be consistent every Thursday, every Tuesday. I'm going to try to come in here and talk to y'all. And I think it's Northwood is flooding, which was a never before the new state park. Yeah, I know, Angelica. I saw a post today that said the entire city is flooding, like so many areas. But don't get me started. We're not prepared for we're not prepared for any natural disaster. And I hope it doesn't snow again like it did last year because we're not going to be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ross learned his lesson and he's more prepared this year than he was last year. But yeah, we're not prepared for anything. North Waters flooding. Yep. But you think it's because of the new state park? Let me put this comment on there. You think it's because of the new state park? I think it's because our infrastructure is just lacking. So many of those drains are just full of trash. I don't know. I don't know, but um, Penn Station is flooded through the ceiling by 39 bus. Dang, man. Yeah. They built a park and didn't consider water flow. I gotta wait. Let me put this in my notes. I'm going. Listen, y'all also can tell me to go do research. Anything we want to learn, I can do research during the week, and I can come back to y'all and tell y'all what I learned. I think that's a good idea too. Let me add this. So every week I can come in here. I can find some job in some. I can find some job opportunities, and I'm going to do research on the state park. Yep, for sure. That was never before they elevated, which doesn't allow water to go down. Dang. Okay, I'm going to do research on that. The new state park encourages flooding. Yep, I'm gonna look at that. So look, yeah, this is the second time I did this. Last week I just came on here and did an ISO live, and this is the second time. But every week I'm gonna keep getting better at these things. I don't have experience in being a news reporter or even like an interviewer, but I think the more I do it, the more I'm going to improve and get better. But on Tuesday, I'm going to have a great conversation with Felicia Austin Singleton. And the Tuesday after that, I'm going to interview Willie Cole. He's a famous Newark artist. So I'm I'm bringing the people. I'm bringing the people. I'm bringing the people that could provide us with some history lessons, some insight. So I think the Tuesday shows is going to be where it's at. But the Thursday shows, they probably be pretty boring. If you don't care about the things that's happening in Newark, you probably wouldn't be as interested in it. But the Tuesday show is going to be pretty cool. Show up every week. La, I appreciate you, La. I'm definitely going to show up every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30. Even if it's for an hour, 50 minutes, I'm going to just show up and chat with y'all. It was pouring through the ceiling. Mass transit Newark is needed for assessment. Yeah. Dang. Yep. See, that's another thing I don't want to do. I don't want to come on here and complain and only talk about what's wrong with the city, because that's how I really get those people attacking me. Even though I'm just sharing the truth, that's when they really get mad, when I expose the wrong things that's happening in our city. So I definitely want to provide a balance of sharing things that's wrong, but then also sharing some cool things that we have going on in our city as well, because I can come on here every week and talk about how messed up the city is. And I don't think I like that, because that just puts so much, so many that just puts a big target on my back. We're going to move forward. Yep, we definitely are. So I'm trying to, move with positivity, move with love, move with hope. And I'm definitely going to continue to share the truth, but I'm not looking to expose these people no more. We all know that the city is jacked up, and I feel like we got to organize to do our parts to yep, keep it balanced. I think that's what you mean with the emoji. Yeah, the 24-hour a piece looks like a good lineup. Oh man, the 24 hours a piece. Let me see if I can find that 1 second. It looks like a good lineup, but someone said is really, really expensive. Someone said they must have paid these people a lot of money. Wait, let me try to find that before I get off. Let me try to show you how to line up. 24 hours a piece. Yeah, the money part, right? Wait, where is it? 24 hours of peace. Don't they have an Instagram account? No, they don't. Wait, where can I find it? Try Mark. Somebody I went to high school. He's gonna perform there. Right here. Uh, Hakeem Green. Is Hakeem Green the person that's organizing this? Oh, here it is right here. Let's look at this lineup real quick before I go off. Memphis Bleak performing Friday. Like, I get it, man. Tribe Mark. So Tribe Mark is the person I went to high school with. He's from Newark as well. He has a viral song out right now called Sheesh. He's a good artist. Coila Ray. Bunna B. I don't know her. DJ Prince Cannon. Sue Surf. Sue Surf just got out of jail. And I saw an interview with Sue Surf, and he was talking about how he wants to be like a square now, which is pretty cool. He doesn't want to participate in any gang activities anymore. So I think that's good for our city, because a lot of our youth look up to him. But it's like, would they look up to him with this new energy that he got out? That's the thing. Like, that's what, like, I just want to make being a cool or being a model citizen and caring for your community. I just want to make that cool. But right now, I have to consider that most of these kids, what they think are cool, and the kids I truly care about, they just think that gang violence and stuff is cool. That's going to be the hard. I feel like that's going to be the biggest challenge, is getting through our youth mind and having them reprogram themselves. Arsenal, MC Light. Yo, let me tell you about these dudes. I see these muscle dudes, right? But they mad cool with Roz. They be mad passive aggressive. Yo, I just be like, yo, I don't want no smoke with y'all. I see these dudes often, yo, but they be working out with Roz. That's the thing. All Roz people, they be trying to be passive aggressive with me, and I don't even think Roz know. I think it's funny. I don't be scared. I just think it's funny. Tata. I never heard of Tata. Doughboy gonna be there? I don't know, Doughboy. Well, you definitely get through them. My daughter got excited to see you on this live. Oh, shout out to your daughter. Shout out to your daughter. Tell her that I'm gonna keep showing up. Shout out to her. Tell her I said hello. You saw Doughboy? I don't know Doughboy, la. Freeway, X Clan, Run DMC, DJ Taj. I'm not going. Listen, I'm not going to any of these city events, but if y'all go, have fun. I'm not going to these events, man, because these people, I don't know. I went to the Afro Fest event, and like my luck, I ended up standing right next to Raz Baraka tent, right? So you had Raz Baraka and his whole team, they had a big tent. Him and his brother, they kept walking past me, and I just was acting like I didn't see them at all. I was like, yo, I'm not paying y'all no attention. She's screaming 4A. She's only 5. I need to meet her. Shout out to her. 4A. What a time. What a time. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to record a new song. It's called The GOAT. I prepared a snippet. And again, my mother told me how to rap since I was 5 years old. So I always just love making music. So I'm going to make a new song. I'll probably drop that in a couple of weeks. And we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But it's really fun and it's really easy. I recorded it. I record everything like in my crib. So we shall see. And again, lastly, before I get off here, August 29th, if you are free, even if you can stop by for a second to come pick up a bag on August 29th. We're giving them away for free, or you can give us $10. But if you want it for free, we're just going to ask that you take a picture in it or take a video in it so we can like create some type of montage of different residents using the bag. And again, it's the first version. This bag is the first version. We're going to improve. I designed this bag. That's amazing. Only five. Shout out to her daughter. Location. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send the link. I'm gonna send the RSVP link in this chat, and let me know if the link pops up. Let me know if the link pops up. All right, we hear this. But it's gonna be on Halsey Street. It's gonna be on Halsey Street. Halsey Street. RSVP. Oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope. Thank you for RSVPing. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got tonight. That's all I got tonight. Next Tuesday, I'm gonna be on here with Felicia Austin Singleton. We're gonna be talking about affordable housing in Newark, New Jersey. The Tuesday after that, Willie Cole. He's an artist. He's an artist. If you ever been in the Haynes building and you seen that chandelier with the water bottle that's inside the Haynes building by Whole Foods, he is responsible for designing that. He created that. He's a Newark artist. I put the link in the chat. I don't know if it's going to show up as a link or not, but the link is in the chat. So and then next Tuesday or next Thursday, if y'all want me to cover anything, let me know. I'm gonna try to look for some jobs. I'm gonna try to look for some events, and I'm gonna try to share like any news that's going on in the city. But yeah, that's all I got for this week, y'all. I'll be back Tuesday. I hope y'all have a great night. I heard there's a versus battle with Joe and Donnell Jones, so go enjoy that if y'all like R&B. But thank y'all for taking y'all time out and chatting with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I can't wait to talk to y'all again next week. Peace.